I thought tonight was a great game for us, especially with what we got coming next weekend. With the three teams, Rhode Island and either Penn State or Duke. We needed some resistance, some physicality. Albany gave it to us. They gave us a lot of problems in the first half with their defense, and that didn't surprise me. You know, Coach Brown's a great coach. Their kids, they really dig in on the defensive end. They're extremely physical, legally in the low post with their body. It took us a while to adjust to that. It took us to the second half really to adjust to that, and that's really what that was our main issue in the first half. So I know you guys are going to ask that. You know, I hate when people say, "Oh, we came out in the second half and played harder." No, we didn't. We had 25 deflections at halftime. We didn't play well in the first half, and that's because Albany made us look bad. Now, there was things, obviously, that we could have done. But what happens in basketball is when you haven't seen that type of physical resistance, it shocks you at first. And the way they protected the paint. Now, if we'd have come out firing in three-pointers to start the game, that'd have been a different story, so they wouldn't have been able to do that. But I knew once we started missing some open shots and guys started hesitating to shoot the ball, it was going to be ugly. Plus the foul trouble. We had a lot of foul trouble in the first half.
But it certainly seemed that your defense got you going in the second half.
Our defense pretty good in the first half. I mean, we had 25 deflections, and they shot 39%. They only made 1 3. But
you didn't get into transition as much in the first half.
A little bit. I mean, we had some steals in layup. No, we missed a dunk. Kevin missed a dunk from a lob from Troy. But I would tell you, Troy and Kevin and Jacob were very good with their ball pressure. But Justin Jennifer was tremendous. You know, we met with him after the Brown game and showed him some film on things we thought he could do a better job of with his quickness and his ball pressure. He really embraced it. I mean, he was like Speedy Gonzalez out there. But that's who he's got to be. That's who he's got to be. That's what I told Kane Broom, you know. I tell you, next year people should think that there's 4 of you two guys in our press. So yeah, I thought Justin really gave us an inflection of energy. Now, in the first half, Troy kept us in the game single-handedly because we were really struggling.
You got Cumberland scored 11. I mean, most of them were probably a little later than when the game was already decided. But can you just comment on what he brings to you again?
He can score. He's a great off-the-ball defender. He's a very smart kid. He's going to be a great player here. I mean, a great player. It's just a matter of time. He's learning as he goes. Very coachable. His attitude's tremendous, and his effort's great. But he can make shots, and he knows how to play, and he's an unselfish player. So I think, you know, as time goes, his ball handling and his quickness, we got to work on his body and his athleticism and his ball handling. But he's a really good player.
Can you comment on Keith Williams?
Oh, yeah, Keith's a great player. Keith's a 3-position guy, which, you know, he can play the 1, 2, or 3. He could get to a point where if we wanted to play a 4-guard offense, if he grows like we think he might. I mean, his mother's tall. Keith's a guy that could end up being 6'7". He's easy 6'5". So right now he can play 3 different positions, guard probably 4 different positions. He's a great recruit for us. So, you know, New York City's been so good to us. When you can get kids from the programs that win, like Bishop Lachlan, that's a big factor. I really believe in that. I really believe in that. Bishop Lachlan's a storied program in Brooklyn. Tremendous players throughout the years. Coach Gonzalez does a great job there. He started varsity since his freshman year, so he's probably the best player in New York City. Darren Savino did a great job recruiting him, so he was a fan favorite too of some of our people that cover our recruiting.
Can you talk a little bit about this upcoming weekend?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have a press conference this week, but you know, it's I like testing our team early. I think it's good for us. You know, I think that you find out what's real, what you're good at, and it's reality because you're playing against top 25 teams. So you find out where you're at and what you need to get better at. Now, obviously, it's opportunity, too, to get quality wins for the NCAA tournament. Now, I've never been in the Mohegan Sun. They say it's going to be a packed house and the atmosphere is great, so that's a good thing, too, because I try to pick tournaments where there's going to be some fans because I think that's what the players want.
Anything else?
Troy, you guys said struggled in the first half. Part of it was foul trouble, I guess. Was there more to it than that, or what was going on?
We was losing in the rebounding count. Our bigs did get in foul trouble early, and we did the best thing that we can do as 4 guards on the floor. We tried to box out, but coach put it on our backs at halftime that we was down in points in the paint and in rebounds. And in the second half, we just tried to keep our bigs out of foul trouble. We talked about it and win the rebounding game.
Like Justin gave you guys a lift defensively, just the way he was going after the ball. He's got a couple steals, dive on the floor. Did that help you?
Yeah, the scouting report was they was a little limited at the point guard position. So we, for the practice that we did have, we was working on getting after each other, getting up, heating up, and that's what Justin does. Being a little guard, very quick, strong. He can get after defenders. Make them move fast, and he gave us a lot of energy. He had like 4 steals in a row. And when he missed a layup, he came back down, got another steal. So it definitely gives us energy, for the bench on the court, got the crowd into it. So, overall, it was a good game.
You got ranked today. I'm sure you're aware of that. And I guess the natural tendency would say you had a letdown because you got ranked. I'm assuming that had nothing to do.
Being one of the oldest, youngest on the team, just letting them know. Yeah, the rankings don't really mean nothing to us. We try to get past that. We are thankful that we are ranked, but we try not to look at the little number before. Cincinnati basketball, ranked or not. We just got to come ready to play. We always going to have a chip on our shoulder, and the team's going to feel, like they need to get a win, especially coming to Cincinnati, even if we are ranked. So, that really doesn't mean anything. We're just trying to keep winning.
Troy, that stretch when you were plays, just how enjoyable is that as a basketball player when the team kind of hits the streak you hit there in the second half?
It's actually fun, because we're not actually following the scouting report. We're creating our own offense, and Cincinnati's about defense, which makes it more fun because it gets coach happy, and when coach is happy, it's a great day.
You kind of struggled a little bit early on in the game.
Yeah.
What got you going? Was it just that energy that you fed off of from everybody else as things picked up?
Oh yeah, well second half we really wanted to come out and play harder. Like Troy said, they was beating us in rebounds and points in the paint. So we just tried to come out and turn up our defense. And then coach said, once you turn it up on defense, your offense is gonna come. We just scored off our defense, and that got us going.
You guys did a really good job on Joe Primo. He had 8 turnovers. What was the scouting report on him, and what did you guys do to frustrate him tonight?
He's a great player. He scores very well. Just trying to get after him, speeding him up, not letting him get the looks that he normally gets, not leaving, us at a one-on-one versus him advantage, always loading the box, help side, making him see 2 or 3 defenders and make the next play, make it on to somebody else on his team. So just trying to speed him up and making him see more than one defender.
Troy, you led this team in scoring last year. Obviously, Jacob is so far this year. I'm sure that doesn't bother you, knowing how you are, but can you just comment on what he's brought to the team this year already?
Another option. Takes the pressure off, all of us, me included. When we can win, and Jacob goes for 20 the first game and 19 the second game is wonderful. That means we just have more options, on the floor. Now we have 5, 6, 7 that can just contribute, 5+ points, and whatever anybody can give is wonderful. We take that. Jacob is a great player. Outside and in, he does what he's supposed to do. He's a job getter. He gets the job done.
You guys talk about what you're going to get out of this upcoming weekend in Connecticut?
What to get out of it?
Yeah.
We just want to win.
2 wins, hopefully.
That's really the only thing, to prepare well, rest our bodies, get treatment, come to practice hard, just be ready to play. Don't think less of any of our opponents coming up. We got a new thing that we just made it. It's called we go by each round because Coach loves boxing. Tonight was round 2, and next game will be round 3. So we're just gonna keep building up, keep playing hard, keep fighting. You know, and we hope to come out victorious during this tournament.
Jacob, you didn't want to put your hands on the rim for too long tonight on them dunks, huh?
Oh no, I was definitely trying to stay away from the tech, especially since I had 4 other fouls today. I gotta stay out of foul trouble. But
I got more bounce than him.
oh my God, he did show it tonight though.
How good do you feel about your game right now?
I mean, I feel good, but I feel like I could do a lot of things better. Like, I just feel like defense, rebounding, just little things I can do to even improve my whole game all around, just not scoring. You know, I feel like I could bring multiple things to the table than just scoring. So I feel like I could like rebound, play better defense. You know, just little things that can help me.
Anything else?
Thank you.